Welcome everyone to an episode of the Definitive Crusade. I'm your host as always, joining the machine Hughes, and joining me from way across the big pond. Yes, it is Freyja and the returning random dude Josh.
Hi everyone.
What up?
Oh, check out Freyja on the beach with the
I
bad
know.
guys.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah. There you go. Don't you be monkeying around in that sand, Freyja.
Oh well, he beat me
And-
to it.
And so it begins.
I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Oh,
Ah,
that's Star Wars thing.
Yes,
That's
it
Star
is.
Wars thing.
I love
Oh, you're killing me, Anakin. You're killing me.
Not yet, but right. Okay, so I take it you've seen Obi-Wan.
Yes. Yes,
You
I
enjoy
did.
it?
From episode 4 onward, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I was
Yeah.
three. I was three onwards. So
Yeah, because it was funny. I introduced my sister to like the Clone Wars animated series, and she loved it. She went through that in like a month, and then like she watched Obi-Wan and it made her cry.
yeah, I can see why.
So it's like, yeah. And she's like, you need to watch that. Like, yeah, you really do.
Needs
so
to
watch
watch.
Clone Wars.
She used to watch Rebels as well, because in Rebels.
Oh, she is. She already went
there's
through
a
Bad Batch, and she's on to Rebels. She's watching it in
Oh.
chronological order now.
I would not watch Bad Batch if you paid me, but there's
Yeah.
a really good Ahsoka Anakin thing in the last season of.
Yeah.
penultimate season of Rebels, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Can
we give a quick shout out? Vivian Lyra Blair, who played Leia in the series, was
She did a good job.
amazing.
I've got to say, first episode in, and I turned to Mrs. H. I was like, if this is about a cute little kid, I am not going to be happy. And then I was blown away. She was absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
she was
yeah.
just brilliant all the
She
way.
did a
through.
good job. Like everyone keeps thinking, I had to Google her age. Someone's like, my sister real out. Is she like 6? And I Googled it, and she's 9. She's like 10. So
Yeah.
It's right. She's
so
10. She's a
little.
professional actor.
I know.
Yeah, she's the same age as Lucas. So
All right, okay, there you go. Hello there.
Hello.
I'm the only one that can do that because I've got a British accent. So
Yep.
there you go.
So is
All right.
is that who you're going to be for Halloween? Is Crazy Ben?
Hey,
You could be old Ben.
yeah. Already 3 minutes in and the old joke starts. I swear
Welcome to the Old Timer Comic Book Show, where the comics aren't old, but the hosts are crazy.
Whoa. Don't you be messing up my catchphrase. I
Cheers.
don't know. All right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need one of those.
Yeah, Magic the Non-Gathering. All right, okay. So, enough migraine, enough Star Wars.
Sorry.
We're not here about DC, which is going to give us migraines in its own little right. As regular viewers will know, Josh was MIA last time around and has his penance. As always, I pick his book. That's right, Matthew. If you're watching this after the event, you're next. All right, so the book I picked purely on title basis, I'll have you know, was Aquaman Flash Void Song #1, written by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzig, art by Vasco Georgiev, I said that wrong, colors by Rain Burrito, and letters by Troy Patiri. Now, the question you've got to ask yourself, Joshua, was going to watch Top Gun Maverick worth having to look at this book?
Yes.
I would concur. That's a great movie, man.
Really?
I love it.
No, there's a great big massive plot hole in the whole thing.
In Maverick?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, continuing on. We'll fight later.
We'll probably fight later. Excellent. There's something to look forward to. Josh, what is it with DC? Why are they trying to push Aquaman? At this rate, Aquaman's going to have more books out than bloody Batman, and that's saying something. So, what's your take on this wet kipper of a book?
Well, how can I say this without sounding totally douchey? Screw it, I'll say it. This book will actually make more money this year than Amber Heard will.
Ow.
That's about the only positive thing I can say about it. Flash being a douchebag to his wife. Like, he's got his priorities mixed up.
Okay.
And my biggest issue with this book, okay, the one positive thing about the book was this tribute to George Perez.
Brilliant. Good page. Yep. I like that.
Mhm.
I also, by the way, I just like to
appreciate
point out the Perez Satana. I love the Perez Satana outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we get Superboy, we get Supergirl, we get the original Nightwing costume. Although it is cool seeing Nightwing hold his Robin costume.
Yeah.
You know, Jay Garrick Flash is in there. Yeah, just I thought that was very well done. But moving along to more depressing things. For this mysterious thing that is approaching.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know, we get the standard Flash and his rogues gallery doing their thing, blah, blah, blah. Flash being a jerk to his wife, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, like, because of the whole Amber stuff, this conversation with Mara and Arthur, Amber's kind of ruined Mara for me.
You know what? I thought exactly the same thing when I looked at this. I was like, is this Mara speaking or is it someone else?
Yeah.
Definitely.
But my biggest issue, though, is once this mysterious thing approaches, how is it that everyone on the Earth, with the exception of Flash and Aquaman, are affected?
Well,
I mean,
Flash was
even
in this...
Batman, Superman. Well, Superman, he's subject to magic, so he could get shut down easily. But you would think at least Batman and Wonder Woman would be protected. Hell, Martian Manhunter, an alien, would have been protected, but whatever. The colors were nice. We'll put it that way.
The Freyja speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
It carries its weight.
It does. It does. All right. Okay. So I'm going to say I looked at the book as well. I couldn't let Josh, suffer in silence on this one. I in solitude, I should say. Here I was helping out. So the age on the cover of this book is 13 plus. Really 13 plus? It doesn't read like a 13 plus. It reads like something you could have, an 8-year-old would be happy with. Characters are so out of sync. It is unbelievable. We talked about Barry being a douche to his missus. We talk about Aquaman and Mara having an argument. It just feels contrived for me. I'm not a big fan of the art. It's just too empty and too big with absolutely no impact at all. Later on in the book, when Aquaman's facing Black Manta in the Dark Sea, that's probably the best 2 pages of the book. It looks really well, but prior to that, it's just contrivance upon contrivance. It's just no. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they're pushing. There you go. I don't understand why they're pushing Aquaman so much. Because obviously there's this book, there's the Aquaman Green Arrow book we looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the Aquaman Black Label book we looked at as well recently. So there's 3 books. That's not bad going for a character that doesn't have his own ongoing.
Would you rather be reading an Aquaman book or have a flood of Red Hood books?
Well, to me at this stage, one is equally as bad as the other. So there you go.
That makes sense.
All
I'm going to say is, Freyja, you're lucky you didn't have to read it. Moving along.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, dodged a bullet on that one.
Mhm.
All
Dodge
right.
the bullet for the
Okay.
next one.
Well, you said dodge a bullet. You said dodge a bullet, but then of course, Freyja picks
We get
it
a
up.
freaking frag grenade. That's what we get.
Mm.
Hey, we got to
uh,
celebrate the movie. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Woo.
Woo.
All right, here we go.
Uh,
Here we go. It's Black Adam #1. This is a first issue of a 12-part. God knows how they're going to do this. 12-part maxi series. It's written by Christopher Priest, which means on every panel you get that insipid black box with the white text that he's done in absolutely every book for every publisher. Rafa Sandoval is on art with Matt Herms on colours and Willie Schubert's on letter. I will say this before Fred gets into this. What a great cover. And that's it. Okay. Freyja, I am sitting comfortably. I have a beer in hand, a pencil in the other. Take it away.
All right. So I picked this because the whole Black Adam movie's coming out and whatnot. And so I thought, may as well, see if this is any good. And it's not, of course. I like the art style. I like the colors. Who was the artist on this again? It
Rafa
was
Sandoval.
Yeah, good job, guy. But like I don't know why they're doing this. So the books, well, first of all, it is it felt long to me, like it's never going to freaking end.
Yeah, there's
I mean, it's only 26 pages, but I'm like, it just, because it starts off with him in court, and then he's flashing to like what he was doing the night before, and they're covering up Darkseid like it's supposed to be a big secret that he's fighting him, but no one else shoots the Omega beams out of their eyes that I know of. So that was kind of a letdown. Like, okay, let's hide this person that's not even a threat. And then he kills him. He goes, oh, it's not really Darkseid. It's an illusion you conjure up. I'm like, well, obviously. But like, and then it just keeps going on. And then it goes to this guy who would be fired from his job so fast. The doctor guy, what was his name, Malik or something like that.
Yep.
And I'm like, so, because he's like threatening this guy who's going to be his patient. I'm like, yeah, you'd lose your job, my man.
You know, I think isn't he the coroner? Is that why you can threaten him because he's already dead?
No, the dude's alive.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's very much alive.
He's very much alive, yeah. So he's a doctor, and he's about to like torture his patient because, I don't know, I guess he's a white supremacist, but they didn't really say why anyway. But it was just weird. And then I didn't like this guy. He seemed like a douchebag. Also,
Is that the word for the show today, is it?
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know what it is about comics or whatever, but why do they always make black people speak the same? Like, can I just ask that?
You could ask.
Yeah, because I don't know what it is. I'm like, because I just don't. Anyway, it's just, I don't know. I have no right to really complain about it, I guess, because, I'm white as can be. But I don't know. It's always weird to me that they always make, as soon as a black character comes in, they make them talk in the same stereotypical way. Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, all right, then there's one stereotype. And then for some reason, I guess Black Adam's sick and dying in this.
Correct.
And so, can I spill? I'm going to just ruin the end of the movie, of the thing. So it turns out that guy who's going to get fired from, most should be fired for torturing his patient. Black Adam's like, you're going to be Black Adam now because I'm dying and you're my son. I'm like, okay, so I come in wanting to read a story about Black Adam and then he hands it off to this random douchebag. Like, was he around previously? Malik, was he a character that I'm just not aware of?
No,
so they're just like getting rid of Black Adam to create a new Black Adam.
Well, you'd think that, wouldn't you? But there is something that we need to be aware of when we read this book, which makes this book even more pointless than you'd think it is. This takes place before the death of the Justice League.
Okay.
So then, what's the point? Because we know that Black Adam is at the event that kills the Justice League, and he survives.
Yeah.
So then, this next 12 issues, or the next 11 issues of this, what's
Yeah.
it for?
Yeah, it is pointless. I don't know. It's this whole thing. It was just kind of like, I don't know. It was boring. It was drawn out. Nothing really happened. I just kind of feel like I watched like a school video for some reason, or one of those work videos that they make you watch and sign, it's just boring. I was like, what was this?
Welcome to Health and Safety, Black Adam style.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh god, this is so boring. It's boring. And I think they're trying to make you like Malik, but I just don't like him. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Just it's just maybe it's just because I wanted a Black Adam story and I didn't get one.
No, that's fine.
I got a Black Adam's dying.
Yeah. It's funny, I've looked at a couple of comics today for Crusaders where it's something on the title, on the cover. It's something completely different inside. So
Yeah.
I get it. Oh, man. I'm with you on this one. I was a little bit disappointed. Josh, did you ever check out of the Black Adam #1?
Do you guys remember Superman Returns?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The movie.
This is like a crappier version of the Superman Returns storyline.
I don't mind Superman Returns. I've got to be honest.
I like Superman Returns, but so this is like taking a parody version of Superman Returns, but Black Adam Returns with Black Adam's descendant. And can we move along to the ad? I'm ready. I'm ready to.
Not bad.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet.
It's just
Damn it!
the art is good though. I should have nitpicked it more, but it killed my interest so much. I didn't even want to nitpick the art. So
Okay.
it's just
Damn.
pick it up if you want to, but this is definitely not one I would ever recommend to anyone. It's just, but then again, I do give these stories usually like 2 or 3 issues before I go, this is crap.
Yeah, this is a 12-part series. If each one's about 24 to 26 pages, that's 312 pages of crap.
Yeah. If it's
maybe I wouldn't say it quite like that. All right, okay. Right. So my thoughts on this.
Okay, 300.
Let's see. Where's my notes? All right, okay. I don't know how serious I'm supposed to take this book. I'm very disappointed in it in one respect, because it seems to me that the world's going, and I don't mean to get on a bit of a politic rant here. Yeah, thank you. Hello there. I can say that. But it seems to me like, and this isn't just DC, Marvel will do it with Miles Morales. It seems like every character has to have a diverse ethnicity. And you know what? There should be diverse ethnicity in comic books. There should. Yeah. Because it represents everyone who reads comic books. But the point I'm trying to make here is that Black Adam is already diverse.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
he
then,
is. So here's the thing. He's not diverse enough.
Well, no. The real issue here is that Black Adam is not diverse enough to meet the cinema goers who are going to go and watch Dwayne Johnson play the character in the movies. So we need to have some sort of synergy going on so that when the people go to the cinema and then they go out and buy a comic book, that they all look the same and they know what they're doing, instead of understanding that the comics been around for God knows how long and not the case. But just being changed. For me, I like Black Adam's Egyptian heritage, and
I do too.
It's great.
Yeah,
it makes the story a little bit long-winded when he starts talking about the gods and stuff, especially because I can't read them because I'm like with names, right? So you didn't have to say yeah like that.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking because I love the Egyptian gods and stuff. Like I was obsessed with it, but I'm obsessed with like other cultures and things. So
yeah,
but I think that's why I like Black Adam so much.
and that's all, and that's great, and that's exactly how it should be. So I just don't understand why there's even a need to kind of diversify an already diverse character. I don't get it. As I said, it's 12 issues. Nothing's going to change because we know what happens in the Death of Justice League. He's there, so obviously he survives that encounter. So therefore, he must have survived this one at some point. No. What's the point? And that's exactly the same thing I'm going to say about a book later on. But hey ho. There you go, Josh. Happy now?
No.
You can hit,
No, he's not.
You can hit the advert. Go for it.
Do you want to find out what makes the Professor do his happy dance? Check out the Old Timers Comic Book Show, only on the UCPN.
I love the happy dance.
It's what we needed in the spirit of all these books. We needed the Professor and his happy dance. There you go. The Old Timers Comic Book Show, where the hosts aren't old, but the comics most certainly are. Go and check it out for books that are at least 25 years old. Wow. There you go. Almost as old as me.
Oh.
No one said anything. Excellent. Got away with that one. All right. Okay. Next up is probably for me. No, it did not just get awkward. I swear to God.
Just got quiet.
Next up is a book that you'd assume, because Matthew picked it, is all about the Red Hood. But he's not in it. Yes. Just like Matthew in this pod. It's Nightwing number 93. Written by Tom Taylor, art by Bruno Redondo, inks by Wade von Grawbadger. What a great name. But that's only on pages 14 through 21. Colors by Adriana Lucas. Letters are by Wes Abbott. I will say this cover is gorgeous. I absolutely love this cover. So, I like the whole thing. Freyja, you can start us off in this one, because everyone loves a bit of Dick and Babs love, don't they?
I love their relationship. It's like the only thing in this book that I liked. Besides the dog. What's his name? Bailey? Haley. Yeah. I love Dick Grayson and Barbara as a couple. Always have and always will. So
before you get into the book, then let's just clear this up. Are you a Dick and Babs fan, or are you a Dick and Starfire fan?
Babs.
Josh?
Babs.
Yeah, me
Babs.
too.
Every time.
Yep.
Twice on Sunday if you're lucky. All right, sorry to interject.
This book, man. I didn't know what was going on. I mean, we had Bloodhaven. So like, it was interesting. I don't know why is Nightwing. This is once again one of those things like superheroes doing things in their outfits, their costumes that they shouldn't be doing in their costumes. Because you see Nightwing, and he's gonna go clean the vandalized statue, but he's in his Nightwing outfit. I'm like, well, just be in your normal clothes, bro, and go clean it. It's not. You don't have to be in Nightwing, gear to do that. Then he gets shot at by cops because I don't know, because he has a bucket. I don't know.
Nightwing. Because the cops are all they're all bent coppers over in Bloodhaven.
Okay.
Yeah, they transferred out of Gotham to Bloodhaven.
I guess, but it's just, why was he out there cleaning graffiti? Just be in normal clothes, man. Just, it bothers me. The art, some of it I like, some of it I really don't. Yeah, I do like that how they gave Barbara freckles. She's very cute with freckles, and I like their little conversation and where he says "I love you." And
then they both go wide-eyed.
What? Like,
I like the apology. What? So you're sorry for saying you love me?
No, it's just awkward. I like it, and I love.
Yes. No.
Haley. No. I mean, come on, guys. You guys meet up on the weekends for a little session. Like, that was a Gotham Gaslight. that hotel that they were at.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys, come on. But I have no idea what really is going on. I guess there's like people going around vandalizing crap.
So let me give you the lowdown then. So this is a
Okay.
book. Nightwing's one of those books that we pick up every now and again to do on the show, and I'm behind on my reading so much that I hate looking at the book because I know it's a great book. Tom Taylor's killing it, but now I've got a whole sort of lame duck issues I have to read just for the sake of reading. The story goes as this. When Alfred died, he left Dick Grayson a shed load of money. Dick Grayson is now using that money to put political pressure to clean up Bloodhaven as Dick Grayson rather than Nightwing.
Okay.
Right? The lady, the girl there at the bottom corner, that's his sister. That his on his dad's side, I think it is.
They're like assassins or something, aren't they?
They used to be, but now she works for Blockbuster. But then she's keeping it on the down low as well.
Blockbuster Video?
No, Blockbuster Raymond, what's his face?
Sorry. Anyway.
The big dude at the start of the book that kills
I know. I'm just Blockbuster. I think of Blockbuster Video.
Come on, Johnny. Be kind. Rewind.
Exactly. Be kind. Rewind.
I'm too young to remember Blockbuster.
I'm too old, man. Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
But okay, so he's being essentially like Bruce Wayne, Thomas Wayne sort of thing. Using
yeah. He's trying to do it right. He's trying to do it out of costume as much as
in
Bruce.
costume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because being Nightwing in Bloodhaven hasn't actually helped. In fact, it's made things worse slightly. So
good job, Dick Grayson.
Yeah, he's taking like he's taking a different trend on it to try and resolve that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right, I'm all caught up.
Yay! Check me out. Ooh. It's like I actually know what I'm doing. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I didn't know what was going on, but now I know what's going on. I'm like, oh, okay. You should kind of pick this up then.
I think Captain Marvel, the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel, is probably Marvel's most consistent book. Why I'm bringing this up? Because I think Nightwing is DC's most consistent book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Josh, what are your takes on Nightwing?
I'm with Freyja that the relationship between Dick Grayson and Barbara is fantastic in this book. I love the interaction between Barbara and Haley. Barbara's doing her Oracle thing, typing along, and then takes Haley's paw and boop. That one panel, the boop, was my absolute favorite. Maybe because I have a dog and I would do this. I'll do the same thing with Riley. I'll have him turn off the light with his paw, even though he doesn't want to, but it's still like that. Boop. It was this is just fun to see. As was stated earlier, Dick Grayson doing more for Bloodhaven as Dick Grayson and not so much as Nightwing.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoyed. Barbara, don't think me, it was all Haley. I didn't know that was one of her tricks. It is. Yeah. What a good dog.
Good puppy.
I think we're all in agreement that Haley is now one of our favorite DC Comics pets.
Cute.
So
yeah, one of the best super pets.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad he's a keeper.
Yeah,
for sure.
I have no idea.
Awkward silence. Okay.
Yeah. Awkward. Anyway, moving on.
Just it.
So who is the main villain? Sorry.
He's a new guy.
He's a new guy? That's why I didn't. Okay, I was like, who is this? Okay.
Yeah, I think, much like what Johnny said, this is one of those ones that you really do have to stay on top of it to understand what's going on. If you don't, you are going to be a little bit lost. Does this encourage me to want to go back and read the previous issues? Maybe.
I have to.
I mean, just to get more of Haley. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all about the dog.
yeah, have cute puppers. They need Ace around a little bit more with Batman and Crypto with Superman. Maybe not fighting, but just have them around.
Just more healthy interaction.
Yeah,
Well,
more them being dogs.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting question you kind of bring up because you got to think Bruce Wayne's no longer at the manor. You saw him leave the manor with the dog and the cat and the cow. So I assume that he's looking after them somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where?
Yeah.
Maybe we should start like an internet petition. Have you
Where
seen
is
this? Have you seen this dog?
Right.
Fat cow.
Yeah. Let's put pictures on milk cartons. Is that still a thing? Do you guys still do that over there?
No.
Not as frequent.
No.
Not since it's all turned semi-skimmed, right?
Yeah, we usually have the missing people. They have a billboard on the entrances of the stores, grocery stores. So you walk in, they have a billboard of missing children.
And what they may look like.
And what they may look like, yeah.
Oh, it's a bit sad.
Yeah, but more people see it.
I can't make a joke about that now because it's sad. Oh, man.
No. If you do, it's
You're heartless.
yeah.
No, that's the name of the bad guy in the book.
Heartless.
Sorry, man. Oh dear God! It's true. That's what his name is.
Oh dear God, that's about the best segue for another book.
Really? Is it this time already? Right. Okay. Right. My turn, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to start having a look at the books before I pick them.
You really should, man.
But
Says me who, yeah, I know. Says me who throws a dart and just chooses one at random.
Yeah. I mean, your aim is so bad. You picked a Marvel book last time.
I know, right?
Can you at least pick an indie book once every now and then?
Well, talking of indies, there is an indie creator on this one. So here we go. This is another absolutely pointless book. It is Dark Crisis Young Justice #1 of 6. And it is written by Megan. Hello, Megan. Fitzmartin. Art by Laura Braga. Colors by Luis Guerra and letters by Pat Brusseau. There you go. This is my call, and I picked it because I just finished watching Young Justice season 4, and I really like Young Justice, the cartoon show, and this has absolutely nothing to do with that. So I feel a little bit annoyed massively. Josh has put another message. No, I thought you were going to put another rant on there. So, story-wise, another one. There we go. Story-wise, this is set just after the death of Justice League. Everyone's at the Hall of Justice waiting to see what's going to happen next. The Young Justice team are all together in one room for the first time in God knows how long. And then the three lads, that's Superboy, Robin, and Impulse, poof, vanish, leaving Sissy and Cassie alone to sort out whatever problems are bugging them. For Cassie, it'd be like, why the hell have you got me in this stupid outfit? But, let's hey-ho. So the guys end up on some crazy back-in-time thing. Alfred's back! Yay! Why can't people just stay dead? He's come back more times than Jean Grey. And then, lo and behold, they off to go to Happy Harbor. They come across one of the bad guys. God knows what her name is, but she comments about how she's going to beat them with these two. And I swear to God, it must be infer. I think it's inferring her breasts. I'm not sure because the poses absolutely doesn't say like guns or anything, like guns, muscle guns, not guns. And for some strange reason, wherever this character's drawn, there is smoke around her chest. Now, if you've got a character that has got boobs, then I think the more people recognize that boobs are boobs, you don't need to draw smoke around them all the time. It's like if you don't want to show the draw something else. I don't get it. It's not like the naked. It's not like one of those nice, cheeky little, oh, look, I'm holding 2 cups of coffee to hide them type of deals. It's like she's dressed. And
Boobs are evil, remember? Boobs are evil, as I have, Giganta back here. Got some nice cleavage going on all the time.
Yeah. And then you're the only one on the pod that possesses them right now. So there you go. That makes you the expert.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. Although I do have some hands-on experience with them.
Of course you do.
And Josh's
Top Gun was better. I feel the need.
The need for speed. Yeah.
Hello there.
Well, that's handy there because Alan's in here, so there's some impulse for you there. So knock yourself out with that then. Pointless. It's pointless. I don't understand it. Why? This is the problem for me. You can put your machine rant on now if you like. This is the problem with event books for me. You've got the event. That's fine. You've then got books that are linked to the event. That's fine. But then you get bollocks like this that has no impact, no sort of ramifications, no nothing. Hell's Teeth were more interested in the John Kent Superboy than the Connor Kent Superboy. At least Jonathan Kent's doing something with the event. These just go through the paces. It's just ridiculous. And are you really telling me that Tim Drake is as vapid in this book? No. Check out the Pride special. Tim Drake's miles away from this character that's in this book. It's inconsistent. The art is inconsistent. The ideas are plain stupid. No, I wouldn't buy this if you're a Young Justice fan. That's if you're a Young Justice fan of the comic books or the cartoon show. This is just, you know what? Put it down. Save your $5 for something else. Anything else.
I think the best way to sum up this book, I'm going to zoom in, not on the smoke, but it's on Superboy. And what he says.
Not
right
enough
there.
therapy. Yeah. True that. There you go.
Right there.
Okay. So, Josh, is that your final stance on this one?
So funny enough, as I was preparing for this episode, I totally forgot to read this one, and I'm kind of grateful I did. Well, whoopsie. But my biggest issue is I get they brought Superboy back. They want to bring back the whole 90s Superboy style. But I'm not a fan of this style of Superboy. At some point, I'm waiting for Superboy in the comic to go.
The hair flip.
Do the twitch. The hair flip. Because that's all I see.
Okay.
I don't know. This I'm kind of happy I had an old timers moment and forgot to read this one.
Hey, old timers don't have memory problems. In fact, old timers have great memories, or else how do they know so much about all the old comic books?
There's a lot of silence.
Freyja, what are your thoughts on the book?
My thoughts were essentially just like, red everywhere. It's so vibrant. It's just like attacks your eyes first, like you open it up, you go, jeez.
Yeah.
Just too much. Cover is very nice. I like the cover. I get there. I don't like what freaking Connor looks like at all. I hate it. Mm-hmm. It really bugs me. I mean, it was fine for like the 90s because that was the 90s. and we're not in the 90s right now, so don't do those costumes. Because honestly, I always thought this costume looked more like an 80s like punk rocker outfit than an actual like 90s thing. So I hate the character design of that. I don't know what's going on with Robin Mackin on freaking Wonder Girl or Donna. And I
What?
thought Donna was having a thing with Superboy. But I guess
Yeah.
there's an awkward love triangle going on.
So
right
yeah,
now.
so this goes back to the Jeff Johns. I'm going to show my memory here, Josh.
Aha.
This goes back to the Jeff Johns run on Teen Titans, in which Connor Kent died, and whilst they were together in their loss of Connor, Cassie and Robin had a thing, and then Connor came back from the dead. So there you go.
That's
Yeah,
awkward.
I think the Robin and Superboy that we all prefer.
Yeah, this is the original.
Is-
Well, it's not the original. It's the black T-shirt dude.
Yeah. But-
Rather than the '90s version.
This one.
Of,
Yeah.
This one.
no,
That's
Yeah.
what I remember.
Yeah, that's what they're going for, because even has the glasses in one of the pages that, but
So
Yeah.
I don't like the design. It screams 80s to me, honestly.
interestingly
nice.
enough, the Superboy from the one you've just showed, Josh, has telekinetic powers and it's not super like Clark Kent super. Whereas the Connor Kent one is the traditional half Superman, half Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but this Superboy also came. It was after the death of Superman.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
back when
I
it
don't
was the reign of the Superman.
Yep, that's right. You look at you trying to get on the old timers. You young.
I
Rascallion.
remember reading those Superboy books. In fact, I think I still have one. I even have the action figure with Superboy and the motorcycle, which I thought was cool.
Why does he need his motorcycle?
Because it looked cool. I thought, you know what? I thought Superboy's motorcycle was better than Robin's from Batman and Robin.
Well,
that's not difficult to achieve.
there's
Just
in the Crisis on Two Earths, the cartoons movie, Wonder Woman steals an invisible jet from the other Earth, and the Flash says to him, "Why do you need a jet? You fly." And she looks at him and goes, "You've got a car. You run fast." So there you go.
yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
No.
Can I just say I hate the cloud too?
Hey,
The breasts.
yes.
Because boobs are not evil, people.
They're
Enjoy
not.
the boobs. Free the tatas. Let them
Enjoy the boobs.
enjoy the boobs. Because what this reminds me of is like freaking Naruto, where he turns into a chick, but he turns into a naked chick. And that's where the clouds come in. So this whole stupid little floaty cloud thing is really, it's immature. It like infantiles this whole thing. And like, because women have breasts. I had two friends that Josh knew. One was an H and one was a size I. Like their tits were falling out of every shirt they wore, and they couldn't do anything about it. Yeah.
I'll have their numbers later. Cheers, thanks. Cool.
Yeah, so like, it's so stupid and immature to cover the breasts because oh my goodness, boobs are evil. They're sexualizing us. No, women have breasts, and that's just how it goes. Deal with it. If you don't want to, busty lady in your comics, then don't make them busty. Like you did with Donna. She has no chest. She's built like a freaking 12-year-old now. Like she has nothing there. All the girls have nothing there except for the villain for some reason. But I guess they're supposed to be teenagers. But guess what? I knew girls in middle school that had bigger chests than freaking Donna has in this. Like they built her like an elementary school kid, or Cassie, whatever. Just I'm angry, because they have her. It's just ridiculous. And then they have her in this mini skirt thing. I'm like, oh, okay, so the butt's fine, but her having a chest is a no-go. Like, come on, guys. It's just freaking ridiculous. And then sometimes I hate the designs for like all the characters in this books. I mean, Robin's fine because he looks like Robin, and Bart
sometimes.
Bart sometimes, yeah. But it's just I hate this. I'm so annoyed with the attack on boobs because they're just they're just boobs. There's nothing wrong with them. Oh my god!
You know what? There's and
Bring me
the thing
freaking
that
boob windows again. You know.
don't get me started.
Yeah.
But boob windows, bring back Power Girl.
Yeah,
What
exactly. Power.
what there is more, just regardless of your leanings or your standpoint or your viewpoint on sexualization or anything like that, there are more offensive things in this book than that character's boobs
Exactly. Just
that harken back to things like the storytelling, the point
Yeah.
of the book. You know, it's just one of those things where I think to myself, there'll be somebody somewhere buying this book because it's got Dark Crisis in, and just flipping through it. It's like, no, it's like a side story. I don't need it. I don't need to go down this level of crazy.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's ridiculous. It was another nothing, no, book. But the art
Cool.
was nice. Besides, the styling of and the choices for the characters, like the overall art was nice, but like why those designs? Who thought that was a good design? Also, who freaking designed freaking John Kent's Superman outfit? It looks like he has like ugh. He looks like Piccolo. He has all the lines everywhere. Like ugh.
Who's Piccolo?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Do you don't do anime, right? Because Piccolo has all like these lines because he's anyway. It's just costume's so ugly looking. It's just
There
so
you go.
ugly looking.
As you can tell, we're very disappointed by this week's offerings of books.
Kind of makes me want to cry a little bit.
For the record, let me say this before we close. We do not go looking for the books that we think, oh my god, we're going to pick the bad books. That's not how it works.
No.
We get a list of the books and we have a look through and we pick based on a couple of factors. One, characters we like. So you've been fans have been listening to the show for ages. You know who likes what, and who likes whichever characters or creators. We try to avoid Batman a lot, not because we don't love Batman. We love Batman a bit.
Oh yeah.
But there's
it's just overloaded.
Yeah,
too much
There's
Batman.
So much.
Exactly. There is so much Batman out there, and it gets boring after a while talking about it.
Mhm.
So what we'd like to do is give our views on books that potentially might not get a second glance at the comic book shop for some good reasons on some books, admittedly. But this is just our viewpoints. If you are fans of Aquaman and you like the Rogues, fine, go check out the book. If you like Young Justice and it's the Bendis style Young Justice that came out a couple of years back, fine, go and check this book out. All right. So these are just our viewpoints. There's not anything else other than that. All right. So if you think we're hating on books and we don't like comics, you are incorrect. We love comic books. We love good comic books. At the moment, there seems to be a plethora of books that are just
Trash.
Yeah.
not even hitting the grade, not even the meh grade.
Yeah.
All right. But we will keep trying to give DC's books, all of the books, their due time in the sun, in the spotlight, I guess.
The spotlight.
Due
Yeah.
diligence.
Plus,
Yeah.
Tracy and I, we found a comic we liked, and it was the Monkey Prince comic.
Yeah, exactly right.
And
Yeah.
I picked that because, it was new and it wasn't a usual, suspect or character that we get all the time.
Yeah.
And I rant about things. I do, and I know I'm very negative and nitpicky, but I know what fun would it be to listen to a show where everyone was just kissing the ass of the
Exactly
comics, because So I'm just giving my honest opinion. If you don't agree with me, cool. I really I don't care, and you shouldn't care about my opinion. Honestly, like
you should care. You should care about Freyja's opinion because Freyja is normally. Don't tell her I said this, but Freyja is normally pretty bang on right. So don't tell her I said that.
Thank you, Johnny. But honestly, yeah, you like what you like. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Like if you want to read freaking, I don't know, the Catwoman books, which I'm just tired of. She used to be one of my favorite Rogues, Gallery characters, like a Batman villain or whatever. But Now there's just too much of her, and I'm done with her. And
Well-
and now I want to see some Talia al Ghul pop up or just
Well,
walk.
here's a spoiler alert before we kick off then. On the day that this pod drops, the day before is scheduled to be issue 12 of Batman Catwoman. And you can bet your bottom dollar that we will be looking at that
Ugh.
next time around.
Ugh.
That's Freya's getting it. She sent me a text. Is it too early to call in sick? Yes, it is, Freya. It most certainly is.
Dang it. Dang it
Damn
all.
Yeah,
Dang
wait.
it, Johnny.
I tell you what. Why don't you just wait like 2 minutes before the show and let me know then? That'd be cool.
Okay. I'll just not show up.
Or you
She
can
said
just
that,
read
Josh, not me.
Scooby Doo.
Oh, Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
I love Scooby Doo though. It's ridiculous.
That even came out this week.
Yeah.
So
Who, what?
There you go. Scooby
Yeah,
Doo.
it did
Scooby
come out this
Doo.
week. Right, there you go. 4 up, 4 down, as always. Josh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, cool, excellent. Freya, thanks for hanging out and looking at the books. That's really impressive.
No
Thank you very much.
problem.
Excellent. Don't forget to check out the UCPN for all your favorite shows, including Freya.
K-pop Cosmos. We're actually doing an episode, so yay!
Yay!
I'm
Come
excited.
on. Josh.
Oh, we got Flipside Focus, your home for all things indie, where we talk about indie books and even Kickstarters like Morgan's Organs #4, which is currently live on Kickstarter right now. So go check it out. This is one of my favorite series. Johnny is inside his head, shaking his head, going, "Oh, good Lord, you're talking about it again." I don't care. I like the book. Shh.
Not saying a word. Not saying a word. And of course, you've got the Old Timers comic book show for all your old time comic book hits, and our sister show, No Price Podcast, for everything that is Marvel, Disney, and MCU. So they'll be wrapping up Obi-Wan and looking forward to Thor, Love and Rockets, or Thunder and Rockets, or Thunder and Love, or whatever the hell stupid.
Love and
title is.
Thunder.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, it's been a blast. I've been your host, Johnny the Machine Hughes, and as always, adios.
Bye.